Mr. Nigam, the fact that Rahul Gandhi is claiming that the implementation can be done immediately. The census figures of 2011 can be released, but the intent of the BJP is not to do that. How do you respond?
Griya, in fact, somebody who's not, gone into the intricacies of the law with respect to this particular question, which is Rahul Gandhi, I believe does not know as to how to respond. Now, the law which was made in 2002 clearly said the next delimitation can take place in only 2026 by 84th Amendment Act. And therefore, and the first census has to take place immediately after 2026, the recent census, and that's what the law has been laid down. And that probably Rahul missed about it. And it's a delimitation commission which will reserve the constituencies, not the government of India, because as Amit Shah ji clearly pointed out, in that case, if we would have done on the lighter note, we would have reserved Wayanad, and therefore he said it on a lighter note. And therefore, let us be very clear, it is not the government, it's the delimitation commission headed by the retired justice of the Supreme Court, then the chief election commissioner, and then other members are there. It's a highly independent body whose orders cannot be challenged in any court. So it is that process which will have to take time after 2026. It after the first census, the figures comes where what is the population, what are the gender ratio, how many women are there in a particular constituency. All these factors have to be taken, and these are constitutional mandates, and that has to be adhered to. No government can violate this, and I believe somebody didn't brief Rahul Gandhi properly, and therefore this is the step, the most humongous step whose extent, nature, scope, and impact is still sinking in. Probably women also at this point of time do not realize what would be its impact is humongous. And therefore, the process is on, and immediately after 2024 election and 2026, when the delimitation commission will be constituted as per the law previously laid down, then only the process will start. And it can be as soon as the census is done, the process will, and I think the government has made it clear, after the election the census process will start. And the law says it has to be a recent census, not the previous census. Please understand, there's a difference between recent census and the previous census. So previous census is 2011. It
Yes.
does not give you the real picture.
Okay. The
Yes.
technicalities of recent and previous census, Ravi Srivastava, the accusation that the BJP is leveling at Rahul Gandhi and in turn the Congress party is oversimplification of a complicated legal issue that cannot really be just done and expedited just because you've said so, even by bringing in the necessary amendments. How do you respond?
Griha, this is a half-cooked exercise, I would say, passing this bill in such a hurry, and the kind of suspense which was made, 2 days before the opposition was told that we are going to bring the bill. The bill's details or intricacies were not discussed with the people, just to have a claim and say that we brought this women reservation bill. That kind of taking credit exercise has forced BJP to bring it. Now, official timeline says 6 years from now. What Rahul Gandhi has said may take even up to 10 years, or may
Yes.
which government will come, what will be the circumstances, nobody knows. What he says is that first of all, BJP lost 10 full years in implementing this exercise. Had the bill been brought in 2014 itself, by this time, the census process, the delimitation process, everything could have been done. But they did not do it. They deliberately did not do it because they wanted it to delay it as much as possible. Now, I don't call it a bill as the government says that we brought the women reservation bill. It's an arrogant and a loaded statement. My take is totally different. The brave women of this country have snatched their 33% rights from the government, which is led by the politicians who are misogynist and who are the patriarchal. So this is how it should be viewed. So as early as possible, this exercise or whatever they call it should happen, and this 33% quota can start immediately, and that OBC quota within quota must also be implemented. These things could have been ironed out if had the BJP discussed this bill well
Okay.
before with the opposition, bringing in the parliament. Anyway,
Okay.
it's a welcome thing. It has been a done exercise. With next, whichever government comes in, I think they will implement it immediately.